Hi everyone, this is going to be a deck review for the Guardians deck of playing cards. This deck is available at bmpokerworld.com via the link in the description box. This version of the Guardians deck that I have here is the first version that was made. There's also now a second version with a few changes, and that deck is also available at bmpokerworld. Let's start by looking at the box. The front of the box says Bicycle written in white, and it's the same style that we see on other bicycle decks. And there are what appear to be guardian angel-like figures riding a horse-drawn carriage through the clouds. And then it says playing cards, and it also says Guardians. On one side of the box it says air cushion finish, and on the other side it says made in the USA. On the bottom of the box there's some copyright information. On the back of the box there's a barcode, and then we can see a little bit of the back design and the face of the 10 of spades there. And on the top it says standard face, and there is a black seal. Here is the back design of the deck. We have an angel with a spear, and he seems to be protecting a man from another one by pushing him down with the spear. And that's over a mirror image, and that makes it appear like it's a two-way back design, but it's actually a one-way back design. If you look at these lighter gray rectangular shapes, you can see that it's different. The deck comes with a few ad cards, and this version of the deck also comes with a trick that you can learn. And these are the jokers. It's the same angel that's on the back design of the deck, but it's just a lot bigger and we can see it a little bit more clear. The ace of spades is quite simple. It's two wings that make up the shape of the ace of spades. Although it is a little bit simplistic, it does fit well with the theme of the deck, and it has a nice aesthetic appeal. The rest of the cards are very standard. The only difference is the color, so the red that they use is a lot darker than what you would see in like a standard rider back. So the standard here is just a lot more red and bright, whereas in the Guardian deck we have a darker red. They also changed the color of the court cards a little bit, so there's no yellow like you would see in a standard card. It's blues and reds and grays. And I think that that's a good choice that they made with the color, because this whole deck is just a little bit darker in color, and it wouldn't make sense for them to have used bright colors. The look doesn't really apply to my personal style, however, they did do a great job designing the deck, and I think that for it being one of the older custom decks, it was designed very nicely. Now moving on to handling. When I first started using this deck as a brand new deck, it did take a while for me to break it in, and it was a little bit stiff at first, so shuffling and springs were a little bit more difficult to do. But after I used it for a while and broke it in, everything became a lot smoother and easier, and it just handled really well. This deck comes with an air cushion finish, which is a very reputable finish. The deck's dribbling and springing ability are both excellent. With fans, it can clump a little bit, but it's not to an extent where you get, big clumps of cards. Now let's take a look at the farrowing ability. We can see that it farrows easily, and after we get a farrow, we can go on into a giant fan. Based off of handling, this deck is worth picking up, although it does take a while longer to break in. Most decks take some time to break in anyway, and after you break it in, it does handle beautifully. That is my review on the Guardians deck. You can find this deck at bmpokerworld by following the link in the description box. You can also find the second version of this deck at bmpokerworld. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.